I gotta cool it down.
Hey y'all, it's Brie Michelle and I'm back with another video. So as you guys know, I've been an LPN for almost 6 years and I'm finally about to start the transition into RN school. So I have some important tips, well I feel like 5 important tips that you guys need to succeed in LPN school. And of course this is not everything, but I feel like these take precedence, and I mean, I've done it before, so I would say these are the most important. Number 1 would be a savings account. I feel like everyone needs this. Definitely need a savings account. From my experience, LPN not all of them, but most LPN programs are accelerated. So they're like 12 months. Some 14, 16, 18 months. The program I did was 18 months because normally it's a 24-month program. It takes 2 years. But they have some accelerated programs. And with it being accelerated, that means you're going to have tests due more often. You're going to have assignments due more often. You're going to always have something due. And you're probably not going to be able to work full-time. A lot of us in my class didn't work full-time. I worked part-time. I only worked the weekends, and sometimes I didn't make it to work on the weekends. With my school, we had Saturday clinicals, we had care plans due. So I recommend having some money saved because we're all adults. Some of our situations are different. We have children, we have bills coming every month. We have to eat, we need to live. So that would be my number 1 suggestion, to have some money saved. It doesn't have to be a whole lot, but just for a rainy day. And also it could be for schooling. Every time you're in school, they're coming in saying you need this, you should get that, suggesting things. Or in regular day life, you know, your car might break, you might get a flat tire, you just really never know. So my number 1 recommendation is to have some money saved if you can. Number 2 will be discipline. Being disciplined and cutting out distractions. Distractions could be social media, it could be family, friends, or your significant other. Tips regarding social media, I would say to turn off your notifications on different apps. Put your phone on do not disturb, or even turn it off, power it off if you can. Silence your phone, or did I say that already? But just, you know, whatever you can do, because like I said, you're going to always have assignments due, you're going to have to study, and if your phone is constantly buzzing or ringing, that's going to distract you. You're going to want to know who's calling you. So I do recommend, you know, cutting out distractions. Also family and friends, like when I went through my LPN program, I was 23. So, which my friends were understandable, but not everyone's understandable. They might not, you know, be doing the same thing as you. They might not understand. They might want to hit you up. They might want to hang out. They might want to go places. And you have to let them know, like, hey, not right now. I have to study. I have this. I mean, because honestly, it's going to always be there. Clubs are going to always be there. I mean, it might not be the same thing, but it's going to be there. So, and you could do it and have way more fun once you're finished with your schooling. And also your significant other. I mean, I hate to say it, but your girlfriend or your boyfriend won't understand, you know, and they're not going to understand. They're going to want to probably go on dates. They're probably going to want to spend time, and you're not going to be able to give them your full time because you're going to have other things and prior engagements. So, and from my personal experience, I went into LPN school in a relationship, and you know, at the very beginning, you know, we broke up, and that was one of the best things that happened to me. I was able to go throughout that process very smoothly, not having that distraction or worrying about someone else. I was just able to focus, and I went through the program with me and as a single parent of a 2-year-old. So I just was able to focus on my studies and my child. So that made it much better. I mean, of course, everybody's situation is different, like I said once before. So you're not going to be able to just break up. You're going to have a husband or wife at home, but you have to discipline yourself and you have to let them know. Number 3 will be to learn your study style. Like when we were in school, it was a time child. Learn your study style. It could be recordings, It could be repetition. It could be visual, auditory. It just depends on what works best for you. Some people benefit from recording their self or recording the lecture in class and playing it back with headphones or when they're alone. Some people learn from reading the chapters or writing the chapter, looking at pictures. It just all depends. My first semester in nursing school was definitely a struggle for me because I was using different suggestions from my classmates. So I would record myself and then play it back in my ear while I was at work. That was not working for me at all. At all. I couldn't do it. I found out, you know, maybe by the second or third semester that repetitions will work best for me. Everybody learns different. Everybody's not gonna, you know, learn the same way, but recordings wasn't the thing for me. Listening to lectures in my ear just wasn't the thing for me. I'm more of a visual learner, so if I am looking at a lecture, I would prefer to see who's saying the lecture. You know, I'm just one of those type of people. Also writing it. Some people find better at writing it. I'm one of those people as well. I love to write notes and take notes while the teacher is lecturing, and I like to go home or, you know, go back and rewrite the notes neater, more understandable, you know, and that all puts it in your mind as well. So you just have to do what works best for you, and what works best for your friend or your classmate, your peer, won't work best for you. Like I said, recordings was not my thing. Whatever you do and it works for you, you passing your test, you keep doing it. Don't let nobody make you feel like, oh girl, I could never do that. Or do what works for you. Okay. So tip number 4 will be study groups. Now this one, if it's possible, because some people don't learn well with others or with a group of people. I'm not gonna lie. So when we were in school, we were doing study groups at first, and it was a lot of us. We would get together. Really, I think we got together a few times at one of my classmates' house. It was a whole group of us, and we was trying to learn because we were like cramming those tests, no lie. So we was just trying to do study groups. We was just reading a book. It was just so much. I'm not gonna lie, that didn't work out for others, and the study group started to get smaller and smaller, and I had study group with 2 people, Jamal and Alyssa. When I tell you they saved my life, like we all helped each other. We all brought different things to the group. Jamal was he was the man, you know. He didn't play. He was more disciplined. He was like more organized. It was me, and then it was Alyssa who broke stuff down into more of human terms, you know, made up raps, did synonyms and stuff like that. So we all brought something to the table, and what we used to do a lot was get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, meet in front of school and just read and review before the test. They used to call us the clowns in the car, but that's what worked for us. Sometimes, like before we had exams, we used to go sleep by Jamal's house. We went to Alyssa's house. We had study guys. We even went to the library. We just did what we needed to do. And like I say, they saved my life. Like, even if it's not a group of people, at least one person. You need a friend in nursing school. And honestly, while y'all in that struggle together, you form lifelong friendships. I recommend, you know, getting some type of friend, because whatever you miss in class, they might know, you know, you guys are going to take from each other. They're going to feed off each other. So if not a group of people, at least one person. Also, you have to be able to bring something to the study group prior to going to the study group. You can't just go and try to feed off others and not have any information about what's going on. You have to do what you need to do prior to the study group. I will say that as well. Number 5 will be planning and organization. It's always going to be something due. It's always going to be tests coming up, assignments, and you know you're going to need to plan and, you know, organize your day or your weeks accordingly. You're going to have multiple assignments due throughout the week. You're still going to have to study. You're still going to have to go to work, be a mom, be a dad, clean, cook. So I definitely recommend getting a small planner. It don't have to be fancy. It could be from the dollar store, just with a calendar on there, and you writing down what you're going to do, when it's due, when are you going to do it, making time to study. That literally saves my life. If you have it organized and planned out, that'll definitely help you throughout that process with the program. So, I know this wasn't a long video, but I feel like those 5 tips will get you through. And a whole bunch of other stuff, of course. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I mean, I'm a pro or something now, right? See you guys in the next video. Also, another tip that I wanted to add, a little extra tip was to be, don't be afraid to ask questions. To your instructors, to your classmates, you know, it doesn't matter. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because if you don't know, you don't know. And no question is stupid or small. Always ask.
Got a lot of bangs, got a lot of IP on me. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta cool it down. I gotta cool it down.